Thank you, Pedro. I think that the name of your presentation, The Future is Cava, is sort of going to be causing a little conflict after that we hear Gianluca Bisol's presentation. He's projecting quite a growth for Prosecco for the future, so there might be a fist fight afterwards. Gianluca, representing the family producer of Bisol, making sparkling wines in Veneto since the 16th century, a wonderful quality house, very innovative, and largely behind the promotion, international promotion of this quality cava and also the changes in the appellation that have just occurred. Please.
Thank you. My name is Gianluca Bisol, manager and director of the oldest winery and one of the major players in the DOCG Conegliano Valdobbiadene world of Prosecco. The title of our forum is Sparkling Wine Now and Then. And in a moment, I'm going to talk about sales increases, quality protection, the emerging markets, and future world trends for Prosecco. Prosecco is a very interesting case history in the wine industry because in the last 40 years, he grew the sales from 5 million bottles to this year 200 million bottles. So it's very crazy, this growth. But to understand where we are and where we are going to, we must first of all take a quick look at where we came from. For centuries, Prosecco has been grown in the clay-laden rocky soils of its traditional homeland, centered in the steep hills and valleys of Valdobbiadene, in the Veneto region of northeast of Italy, the Venetian hills. Initially, it was a festive drink consumed locally at Christmas, Easter, and for celebratory occasion, and hardly ever out of its home region. Over the last 40 years, however, there has been an incredible change in the way people drink Prosecco. During the economic boom of the late 70s and 1980s, Prosecco began to be used as the base for cocktails and aperitif, such as the famous spritz. You know the spritz is Prosecco, ice, and a large dash of bitters. And from then on, people started to notice its simple yet charming taste, and the price-to-quality ratio soon made it the home market's #1 sparkling wine. As Prosecco was now being drunk as an aperitif and being paired with first courses in one of the most visited countries of the world, Italy, many businessmen and tourists began to buy bottles of wine to take home with them and to ask for it in their own bars and restaurants. This obviously led a diffusion of the easy-to-pronounce Prosecco throughout Europe. As Prosecco was a grape variety, it began to be planted in the Veneto plains outside of its traditional rocky homeland in the foothills of the Alps. The market grew very quickly and began to create problems due to the production of inferior wines outside the historical area, bad packaging, and misleading labeling. But 2 years ago, the problem was solved by the creation of the DOC Prosecco, which replaced the IGT and requires a reduction in output per hectare, and the creation of the DOCG guarantee version for the historical areas of Conegliano Valdobbiadene and Asolo, the two historical zones that are protected by the European Commission and have now a nomination for UNESCO protection. It also requires that a distinction be made between the vine type and the control and designation of origin, replacing the original grape name Prosecco with the synonym Glera. Prosecco now had a clear quality pyramid similar to Champagne and had taken the first step to build on a solid foundation. As you can see for the slide illustrating this pyramid of quality, at the top we have the excellent Cartizze, only present in the steep hills of Valdobbiadene commune. Cartizze is very interesting because it is a very small part of the area, 106 hectares, and is now the most expensive vineyard in Italy, 2.5 million per hectare. And followed by Prosecco Superior, the OCG, from 32 communes, 15 in Valdobbiadene Conegliano and 17 in Hasolo. And the last, the basic, is the Prosecco DOC, which is produced in 555 communes. All the Veneto region without Verona and Rovigo, and all the Friuli region. Over the last few years, Prosecco production and the world sales have grown at a staggering rate. In the consolidated European markets, such as the UK, we have now entered the Prosecco decade, where the price to quality ratio of Prosecco compared to other sparkling wine has protected its sales from the ongoing effect of the economic recession. The slumbering giant has awoken, and the Prosecco has become an Italian ambassador, a lifestyle symbol, synonymous with Italian cuisine, culture, history, and tradition, perfectly representing a modern and informal lifestyle. But what about the future? Selective targeting of markets and promotion, emphasizing the fundamental links between Prosecco and its Italian roots, will eventually lead to its inevitable expansion throughout the world. In the emerging market, especially in Asia, Prosecco will be held in ever great esteem. The key to this market is offering a sparkling wine that is light, fruity, charming on the palate, and refreshing, and can really be drank at any time of the day, but above all, reflects European lifestyle. Prosecco has already entered this market, and it's now just a question of time until the effect of the trendsetters has the same effects as has occurred on the USA market over the last 10 years, you can see in the slide, from almost nothing to a popular product. What role will the Asian market play, and what specific strategies will be applied to them? Well, considering its huge demographic base and fast economical growth, it is obvious that Asia, a continent where its inherent countries, including Japan, consume less than 2 liters of wine per person, compared to the 7 liters consumed on average worldwide, is predestined to become an important market for the consumption of Prosecco, also thanks to its varietal flavor. Future strategies applied to the most mature Asian markets like Hong Kong will necessarily focus on premium quality estate wines with strong typicity and distinctive regional character, And from this point of view, Prosecco has a great potential. One of the obvious questions being asked is, how can such major sales increases be achieved without compromising the quality? And what about the danger of overproduction? Precise and well thought out avant-garde viticulture techniques will boost Glera to optimum level of production and quality, increasing the lifespan of the grape variety. These lead to a constant improvement in the standard of the grape, giving greater uniformity in quantity and so avoiding overproduction. Furthermore, the rapid production cycle of Prosecco permits the vineyard to be flexible and to adapt to the need of the markets. In fact, the DOC area has a potential for expansion that will allow it to reach even greater dimension in the future. 1 minute. Okay. In 2006, I was the first to state, generally speaking, in the global sales trend for sparkling wine, continue at this rate for the next 14 years. In 2020, Prosecco will be the undisputed best-selling sparkling wine in the world. Today, 5 years later, my foresight has been confirmed by the minister. And now I'm going to up the stakes by declaring that within 25 years, the Prosecco appellation will exceed the production mark of 1 billion bottles. All of this, however, will be gained by increased consumption. In fact, none of the great sparkling wine will lose market. Growth will be possible because the consumer will increasingly shun general sparkling wine in favor of clearly defined products that guarantee high quality and consumer satisfaction. And on this basis, I can certainly state that the future for sparkling wine looks very good indeed. Thanks for listening. Cheers.